Hey guys, happy Tuesday, Sully here. So last time we did the blocking notation, the light cues, sound cues, a couple of deck cues, some prop stuff for the first two scenes of Honk Jr. So we're moving right along. So today it's the same deal. Second verse, same as the first. So we're going to be picking up from where we left off, which is page 62 of the script, which is the start of scene 3. So we introduce a couple of new characters in this scene, the camera person and Jaybird. So they're each going to have a unique prop. The Jaybird, excuse me, I want the Jaybird to have a microphone, and the camera person, obviously, I want to have a camera, but I want one of those like old timey, like rest on your shoulder, like professional camera person cameras, right? I don't want. I know a lot of places now use much smaller cameras because we've got the technology, but I want the visual of the big old camera on the shoulder. So yeah, we're going to. We had a blackout last time where we had pulled everything off of the stage. We're going to light up. There's not going to be any set change there, so we're just going to come to a full wash. And when we come to a full wash, I want Ida, Drake, and the ducklings center stage. Do I? Yes, I believe that is what I want. Yes. I want not ugly, Ida, Drake, and the ducklings center stage. I want Maureen, Grace, Turkey, and Henrietta to be downstage left. And I want Jaybird and camera person center stage right. So, Jaybird is talking to the camera person, and like they're working on something, and then the camera person's going to give him a nod, and Jaybird's going to go and rolling, and then Jaybird is going to cross to center stage and hold the microphone out to Ida in just a moment. So tell me, Ida, it's been a week now since your son went missing. How are you bearing up? Can you manage a tear for the camera? What? Drake is going to push in between Ida and Jaybird. Okay? And try to. This dear is Jaybird from America's Most Feathered. They're doing a feature. Now, which side do you think is my best side? Jaybird is going to push Drake upstage so that way he's got a clearer shot of Ida. Okay? Ida, there have been rumors of farmyard bullying. Do you believe your son was abducted, or is it possible he ran away to escape his persecutors? What are you saying? That's good, I'll buy that. Defensive yet emotional, just a hint of anger. I'm filling up here. Drake comes back down from where he was pushed to be stage right of Jaybird. So basically we've got Ida, Jaybird, Drake in that kind of line. Now, what about me? Does no one care about what I think? Sorry, sir, coming to the end of transmission. So then he's going to take a step down stage and look kind of at the camera, but also kind of out into the audience. I'm going to leave the final word with Ida, just in case her son is out there watching. But for now, this is Jaybird for America's Most Feathered, saying that if you see anything suspicious, from thieving magpies to lost ducklings, the chicks on the switchboard are waiting for your call. All right, Ida, it's all yours. So we're going to have him walk up, hand the microphone to Ida, and then he's going to cross downstage right, kind of dragging Drake and the ducklings with him. So now we've got camera person center stage right, we've got Jaybird, Drake, and the ducklings downstage right, and we've got all of the other barnyard ducks and birds and whatnot downstage left, and Ida is center stage with the microphone. And that starts our next sound cue, which is Every Tear a Mother Cries. I want to go for a dim blue wash for this with a regular spot for Ida. Everyone may call my name, but it's your voice that I hear. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. To the cameraman, get away from me. So she's going to cross stage right, shove the microphone at her, or at the cameraman, and then chase the cameraman, everybody off stage. So the cameraman, Jay Bird, um, Drake, the Ducklings are all going to exit stage right. Henrietta, Maureen, Turkey, and Grace are going to exit stage left. Okay, and we still have that spot on Maureen, or not Maureen, Ida, and she's, gonna continue that song. Let's have her end up downstage center for this bit after she's chased everybody off. The dream that's washed away. Maureen enters from stage left, carrying a packed suitcase for Ida. They embrace, and then Drake is going to run on from stage. Oh, sorry. After they embrace, Maureen will exit stage left, where she just came on. So that's a prop, by the way, that packed suitcase. I guess after every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away, let's bring us back to a full wash. Okay, lose the spot for Ida. But Ida, so then Drake runs on from stage right. You can't leave me with the other four. You'll manage, Drake. My mind is made up. You're wasting your time. Blah, blah, blah. Well, here you better take the cell phone. So that's another prop that Drake will have brought on and will take to Ida. Every moment seems an hour. Every hour lasts a day. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. The four ducklings enter from stage right. Run in, hug Ida. And then, so Drake and the ducklings are center stage as Ida sings the last bit and walks off stage left. And so we are left with the image of Drake and the ducklings center stage waving goodbye to Ida. And we fade to black. Okay? So, as we fade to black, we are then going to have a set change. So the set change is going to be cattails and reeds and stuff. So we're just going to space them at different places on the stage so that way we look like we are in the marsh. Okay. So once those are set up, we are going to do I want an orangey yellow wash so that way we look like we're at like duskish. So Ugly will enter, and I want Ugly to enter from stage right, kind of looking around, searching, and then we'll start that goose march once Ugly gets to maybe, let's say, let's get him downstage left. So he'll enter from stage right, cross to downstage left, and when the music starts and the geese start to enter, he's going to hide behind one of the things of reeds and cattails. Then Greylag and Dot are going to enter from stage left. They're going to enter from center stage left, and they're going to cross to center stage. They're marching on. Now, where have they got to? Shabby flock. I do wish they would keep up. No discipline. That's the trouble with the goslings of today. They're probably tired, dear. We have been marching for an awfully long time. Poppycock, would you prefer that we fly with a shoot on the marsh? I think not, my sweet. This way. So they will cross downstage left and bump into Ugly. Ugly, they'll honk at him and, move to downstage center. Ugly will come out from behind his reeds, downstage left. Excuse me, I was wondering if you could help. Keep walking, dear. Eyes front. UFO at 4 o'clock. And he's going to start to walk downstage right. So Greylag will cross downstage right. You see, I'm lost. So Dot's going to say downstage center because I want the idea that Dot, being, a motherly kind of bird, doesn't feel like they can just leave them. No excuse for bad navigation. A bird who gets off his flight path doesn't deserve his wings. That's what I always say, isn't it? Always, dear. I can't even fly yet. I got lost on foot. Greylag will cross back to center stage, which Dot hasn't left, so he crosses back to downstage center. Bad. Oh, infantry, eh? Messy business. He's only a youngster. Maybe we could direct him. Give him his marching orders. Oh, very well. So then Greylag will cross downstage left towards Ugly. Bah, very well. We're geese, migrants, you know, birds of passage. Run a tight fleet. Wouldn't do for us to lose our way, what? Where were you trying to get to? So she'll cross over to Ugly as well at that point, so they're all chilling downstage left. Back to my mother on the lake. I think it must be in that direction. Have him point downstage right on that. I saw some ducks flying over a few minutes ago. Well, if you did, it was probably the last flying mission, what? What do you mean? There's a chute on the marsh, dear. It's very dangerous. What's a chute? It's a people sport. No, that's Dot. But anyway, the cat gave me, so this is all downstage left. We can, all right. That right there is a sound cue. So we need dogs barking. I love that they call them gun dogs. It sounds way darker. But yeah, dogs bark. And that's that sound cue. Gun dogs. They must be starting the shoot again. Time for maneuvers. I'd hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I have no option. All right. At ease. Company fall in. Company fall in. Barnacles, Pinkfoot, and Snowy are going to run on from stage left, center stage left, and they're going to get to center stage, trip, and literally fall all over each other, right? I didn't mean literally. All right, eyes front. They all stand up and fight to get into a line, military style, and then finally stand at attention and all salute stupidly. Greylag will cross to center stage on our task is one of reconnaissance and reunification. Then Dot is also going to cross to center stage. The duckling's lost his mum, bless him, and we're going to find her. You are a fine body of geese, and I know you will give of your best. Good luck, men. Salutes them, and that will start the sound cue for the wild goose chase. Okay, we're off on a wild goose chase. We will be no stranger to danger. The squadron will show no fear. We're off and on our way. On We Must Play Our Part, Greylag right there. And that's when I want the geese, so Pinkfoot, Snowy, and Barnacles, to all come center stage, Greylag to go down stage right, Dot to go down stage left next to Ugly, who still is down stage left, hasn't left. We're off on a wild goose chase. So we've got this, a cattail starts to edge its way across the marsh. We see the cat tiptoeing along behind the fake cattail. So what I want is, this is going to be a prop. I want a couple of cat tails that the cat is holding, so that way he's trying to pretend he's part of the marsh, okay? And I want him to enter from upstage right, okay? And comes center stage. Excuse me, sir. Cattails advancing from the rear. What? Cattails do not advance, Barnacle. It's one of the things they're most famous for. It's being rooted to the spot. The cat will pop out down stage left next to Ugly, as far stage left as the cat can get. Hello, Ducky. I thought I'd lost you. Stand back or I'll peck. So Greylag will cross over to downstage left on that. Oh, be still my quaking legs. I'm going to get goosed. What are you doing here? What are friends for? My mother, yada, yada, yada. Listen here, cat. So we've got the regular geese, Pinkfoot, Snowy, and Barnacles are still downstage center. But now we've got Greylag, Dot, Cat and Ugly downstage left. Yada, yada, yada. So, Cat will cross to downstage center on maybe I could be someone's assistant. I'll go over to the chute, then I'll let you know when they're packing up for the day. Greylag will cross downstage center as well. Very well, but no funny business. Funny business. I know several ways to skin your type. Cat is going to cross to downstage right. It's like taking candy from a baby. And then exit downstage right. Exits. Bum, 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 bum. Dot will stay downstage left for this. Actually, let's have her cross to downstage right. As she says, to some far-flung farm. So she's crossing stage right. Basically, she's going to walk in front of the squadron. And then, yep, then the cat enters from downstage right. The coast is clear. They're putting away their guns. Are you sure? On one of my lives. Good, all right, men, final check. Oh, and here's a parachute for you. So that's another prop that Greylag will have had to have from the beginning, is a parachute for the cat, which he then hands to the cat. For me? You don't think I'm going to leave you here with the duckling, do you? Oh, no, Puss, you're coming with us. Oh, cat litter. So we'll move everybody to center stage during this last little bit. Our wings are spread, so don't delay. Our excess bags are stowed away. We're off on a wild goose chase. When Ugly sings are off to try and find the farm, Ugly will move to downstage left. Okay? And won't be back until we found your mom. The Goose Squadron takes flight and leaves stage right. Ugly moves to center stage, waving after them. Goodbye, good luck, thank you, thank you. Sound effects of guns and geese honking and guns and geese honking. It should sound pretty awful. In that moment, I want the lights to dim. So I want a dim red wash. Okay, so we've got several things happening there. We've got sound cue of the guns and geese, and then we've got a light cue that is the lights turning from that sort of dusky sort of feel to a dim red light. Oh no, what's happening? The cat, he said it was my friend. He said the people had put away their guns. He lied. Oh, Mama, what should I do now? Blackout. So everything goes dark, and we strike all of the reeds and cattails. Okay? So Ugly leaves the stage, and we just go back to an empty set, essentially. We will have Jaybird and Cameraman come in center stage, and then we will do a full wash on them. 6 months and on, and still no sign of the duckling, who, as you will remember from the photograph released at the time, has what can best be described as a rather unforgettable appearance. Now, our experts believe that he may already have undergone certain changes, and they have put together a composite of what they believe he might look like today. Some viewers may find this image disturbing. So now our experts believe he may have already undergone. That's when I want Drake to enter from stage left. Okay, Drake enters from stage left, sees Jaybird center stage, and muscles over and gets in between Jaybird and the cameraman. Ida, if you see this, love, come home. The kids need you. They're not coping so well without you. And then Jaybird is going to grab Drake and push him to the side and get up towards the cameraman. In a sinister new development, it would appear that Ida has also now gone missing. So, once again, viewers, we are appealing to you. If you have any information, the number is coming up on your screen. And then he's going to take a beat, and then they're going to pack up and leave off stage right. Drake is going to follow towards them, stop, so he's going to go center stage right, and then stop, and then comes center stage. It is part of his costume for this that he's now wearing an apron, right? Um, so then sound cue for the Joy of Motherhood reprise. As a Drake, my mistake was letting her go searching for my son. Yeah, that one, it ain't right. I've spent weeks filling beaks hearing daddy, daddy, daddy. I'm depressed from the nest day and night. So the more adolescent ducklings return. So what I've always liked is if they've been dressed in little yellow outfits with regular ball caps and that are yellow with like orange bills, so that they look like, little baby ducklings kind of, but dressed up as people. I love when they give them like uh, little mohawks or chains or stuff like that, where they turn their hats around backwards, or they give them like, vests or stuff that are frayed, to the idea that they're getting on and they're becoming teenagers. You're like, wait a second, how long has Ugly been gone? Well, remember how quickly ducks age. They're adults, I want to say within like, what, maybe 3-4 months? It might not be that short, but ducks age pretty quick. Also, yeah, this is happening, it's been months now. So the ducklings are going to return from stage left. So they're going to enter from stage left. They're all cool. Maybe they've got skateboards and whatchamacallit, lollipops in their mouths. They look like they've got cigarettes. In fact, that's what I want. So write those down as props. I want Beaky to have a skateboard. I want Billy to have what appears to be a cigarette, but then turns out to be a lollipop. I want Fluff to have a can of spray paint. So the idea is that they've been out tagging things. And I want Downy. What does Downy have? Let's say Downey's little signature adolescent prop is a cell phone. There we go. Boom. So Downey's just texting and Instagramming and doing TikTok dances. They can all floss at one point. No, I'm joking. All right, so they enter, and I want them to just take various places across the stage. So let's have Fluff enter and move to upstage right to sort of lean against the stuff there. Beaky, let's have go downstage center and flop down onto the ground and sort of chill. Downey, let's have enter and go upstage left, so that they're just sort of chilling. And then whichever bird was left, I don't remember who it was, let's have them go center stage, actually, to Drake. So we've got Drake. And what sort of time do you call this? We sort of lost track of time. The owl didn't give a hoot. Well, your father does. Mom would have let us stay out. Mom's not here. You're grounded. When's Mom coming back? I don't know, honey. But she is coming back? I don't know, honey. Will she find Ugly? I don't know, honey. I don't know. All right, kids, it's time to roost. Make sure you brush your beaks and don't take all the water. My bill's big enough. Because he's a duck with a duck bill. He's talking about his water. It's funny, okay? All right, so the ducklings all exit. They're gonna exit with that like little teenage huff, like ugh, fine, whatever, dad. And they're gonna exit upstage right towards the nest. So he's gonna be center still. Beaky pops on from off stage, so we can just have Beaky poke their head out from upstage right. Daddy, now what? Blackout. Okay, so Blackout, and then we go into scene 6. For this scene, we really don't need anything, so we're just gonna keep the set the same. There is, as you can see, a sound cue for a scene change, so we will keep that. Penny will enter in the darkness before we light up, and she will be wrapped up in fishing line. Okay, so we need basically some kind of netting looking thing, a rope, something to that effect, and we will wrap Penny up in that and deposit her downstage right. Okay, so as soon as she is in place, we will come up to a full wash. Ugly will enter from stage left. Penny, help me, please, I'm caught. Who are you? I'm Penny. Please, do you think you can untangle me? I'll try. So Ugly then crosses to downstage right and towards Penny and starts trying to untangle her. What are you? A swan. Oh, mind you, so you don't hurt yourself on that hook. Yada yada. They're just gonna do that all downstage right. Hugging Ugly, but not these days because of COVID-19. Actually, I don't know if birds can get it. Maybe they are okay. I don't know. I'm lost. Let's see. Yada yada. In the spring, you've been lost since the spring, you poor thing. This can all still be happening downstage, right? They don't need to run around. Mother Swan from offstage goes, Penny! Suddenly, Penny has an idea. So she, at this point, will drag Ugly to center stage. So she and Ugly go center stage. Come with me. The others won't mind, and next spring we'll return together, and I'll help you find your family. Oh, I couldn't possibly, yada, yada, yada. I'd like that. And you sure you'll be all right? I'm sure. So then Mother Swan and Buick enter from stage right. Penny, and they'll just stand center stage right. Come along, darling, we'll be late. Penny, I don't like to leave you with this, but I have to go now. Goodbye, and thank you again. I won't forgive you. Penny hugs Ugly, and then they exit. So Penny, Buick, and Mother Swan will all enter stage, or will all exit stage right. And as they leave, they honk, and Ugly is like, and then goes honk, and then he crosses down stage center and sort of plops down onto the ground. She won't remember me. I bet she doesn't even come back. Why would she want to have anything to do with me? Okay, Charlie Brown. The bullfrog is going to come in from downstage left, hopping over towards Ugly, and then give a big old ribbit. It says he's got a rolled up lily pad under his arm, so that is a prop. Okay, and he gives a ribbit, and Ugly jumps up and crosses to downstage right to get a little bit further away from the frog, who's now stage center with him. Ribbit, ribbit, whoops, pardon me. Leave me alone. Sorry, Feathers, I didn't mean to make you jump. Not that there's anything wrong with jumping, of course. Ha ha, runs in the family. We're jumps in the family, depending on which way you look at it. Ha ha ha. What do you want? Want? Well, go on. Might as well get off your chest. Tell me how ugly I am. Ugly? There, I hope you feel better. Whoa, 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 hang on a minute. You mind if I hop off and come back on again? I mean, have a word with yourself, Feathers. Who am I to call you ugly? Look at me. Ah, there, see? I mean, connect the dots. If we're really talking ugly, they don't come much more aesthetically challenged than me. I know what your trouble is. You've been preening yourself too much. What do you mean? You've got down in the mouth. Down, because the feathers on birds are down, so down in the mouth. So he's got down on himself. But yeah, I'm getting nothing here, nothing. Come on, give us a smile. I want to be left on my own. Downright antisocial. Got a human in my throat. Blah blah blah. Say to myself, I'm just a handsome prince. You know what our trouble is? Nope. Our image isn't in vogue, that's all. It's just a question of taste. But you mark my words, one day, ugly will be in. Sound cue for warts and all. And they're going to do a dance and a song. And it's all going to be downstage. So we'll just, you don't really need to worry about the blocking on that one. So they're still downstage center. Yep, and they keep doing their thing. All right, so here we have the froglets enter. So the froglets, I want to enter in a chorus line from off stage left, because that's the same direction Frog came, and they're going to all enter in a line to be center stage. I want them all to have their own lily pads as well. And the lily pads are basically just going to be like yoga mats that we've cut to be in lily pad shapes. So they're going to all do a dance number. They'll use their little lily pads and etc. So we'll do this whole routine. Let's just envision that they're all center stage in their little chorus line. And someone's gonna love ya. Someone out there, someone's gonna love ya. Warts and all. Somewhere out there, someone's gonna love ya. I love that little solo froglet bit because it's always like the tiniest child. Mortenal, Mortenal. And then the froglets will disperse. So what I want is for them to do a chorus liney type thing out stage left where they came from. So there's one of those ha-cha-cha-cha-cha kind of thing. And then there's a sound cue for the warts playoff. Okay, so sound cue there. Bullfrog must hop. I'll be seeing you, feathers. And remember, one day it'll be us who are the flavor of the month. Oops, what am I saying? Goodbye. If you ever find yourself near the duck yard, yada yada. So the bullfrog hops off stage left, following after the froglets. And then we've got another sound cue for post-warts. Bullfrog hops off. Ugly looks about him, not sure which way to turn. It's getting dark. Okay, so what that means is, as the bullfrog is hopping off, we want a slow fade light cue where we go to a dim wash with blue, because the idea that it's becoming nighttime, right? And then when then the frog hops off, Ugly starts looking around, and then suddenly we're gonna spot Ugly, so that way it looks like he's been caught in a flashlight. And we're going to have a sound effect for the farmer's voice, so that will be a sound cue. Well, what have we here? Nice plump little duckling. From off stage, somebody's going to have to throw a net over Ugly, so that is a prop that needs to be used. Gotcha, my beauty. Honk, honk. No good you struggling and honking. I've got a family to feed, and you'll make a fine Sunday roast. Now, where's my knife? Phew, it's colder than a penguin's picnic out here. Darn, must have left it in my car. So then the spotlight fades, and we've got the sound effect of the farmer's footsteps. Okay? So then the cat is going to pop in from stage right. See Ugly in the net. Crosses over to Ugly. Hello, Ducky. I see the macrame class has paid off. You again. How did you find me? Oh, a little bird told me. Well, you're too late. I'm going to be eaten by the people. Such a waste. Yada, yada. That is a sound effect. Car door slam. So make sure you get that one. Oh, no, he's coming back. Listen, I have a thing. Footsteps again. That's another sound effect. The cat slashes the net with his claws. Don't try any funny business. Remember, at least this way you get to see your mother again. And they run off stage right. Then we get the spotlight on the net that is cut and just left on the ground. And then we get the sound effect of, well, curdle my cream on my cornflakes. He's escaped. Blackout. Okay. And in the blackout, we will clear away that net so that way it's not visible anymore. Okay, this next section is really interesting. So it's a snow section, and what we're going to do is we've got the snow is it's the chorus for the cast. So pretty much everybody that's not involved in the scene dons white clothes, and they get a massive sheet of white fabric that has slits cut into it in certain places. And we need 2 white blankets, if you will, because we're going to need this snow effect. Okay, so these are our props. 2 large white blankets, 1 massive piece of white fabric with slits cut into it. Okay, so we light up, and it needs to be a pale blue light, so that way we've got this stark wintry kind of feel. The cat and Ugly enter from stage right and cross to stage left, looking cold. The female, or we start that sound effect, and the female soloist sings. Then Ugly and the cat are going to enter back from stage right, crossing to stage left. Are you sure you know your way around the duckyard? We seem to be back to the duckyard. We seem to be going around in circles. Shut up, it's the snow. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. So up here, while this female soloist is singing, the chorus members take that massive piece of white fabric and they lay it down on the ground. Okay. So that way the Cat and Ugly walk across that as though it were the snow. So then when they get into the skies are great and menacing, a blizzard would seem certain, and that they're going to pick up the fabric and start doing like you used to do in like kindergarten with the parachutes and all of the like balls and whatnot. Um, and so it's going to be the snowstorm, if you will. So the Cat and Ugly keep walking. So they're going to cross from stage left to stage right again, but they're going to pop in through those slits occasionally. So as the fabric is moving, we see them like come up through the snow and they're looking. Ida is also going to enter from stage right and cross stage left in this section, but she's on a different level and misses them. I can't see beyond the end of my beak. Keep going, it must be close now. Hello, honey, are you out there? Anybody out there? So then the Ugly and the Cat, when they're off stage right on this section, that's when they're going to grab their blankets. They're going to cross, they're going to enter, they're going to cross to center stage. Let's just make it center. Oh, no, let's make it downstage left. And what they're going to do is they're going to put those blankets over themselves, and they are going to put those blankets over themselves, and they're going to come in through those slits in the fabric, and that way they are hidden. They look like they've been covered under snow, and they're almost like statues. Another note is that for wardrobe, this is the only quick change in the show. You will have to have somebody off stage to help Ugly during this little section get into his white swan outfit. Okay, so he's going to need to be in his white swan outfit underneath that blanket and downstage left. Okay, so the wind is blown, the snow in drifts, too beautiful for words. It may look good for Christmas cards, but not for cats and birds. So they let the snow now rest on the ground. We've got the Cat and Ugly are just underneath these massive white blankets. So it looks like they're just these massive snow piles. Ida enters from stage right, sees what has happened, and runs over to the frozen pile that is Ugly, that is downstage left, and we start this transformation sequence music cue, so sound cue there. Honey, oh no, my baby, not like this, not after all this time, wah. I know it sounds like I'm being patronizing, but that's kind of what the writing is. So then the swans are going to enter from downstage right, and they're going to cross to downstage center. But he's dead. My baby duckling is dead. It's all my fault. He wandered away from the nest last spring. She'll move. No, Mother Swan will come up to her and will put a hand on her. So Mother Swan crosses downstage left towards where Ida is, next to the snow piles of Ugly and Cat. Cry, cry, my dear, for the warmth of mother's tears can thaw the stoniest frost. Oh, if only I could believe that. You must, for what do we have if we don't have hope? So Ida cries on the snow that covers up Ugly, and then turns away from him. But Ugly, from underneath, starts to pull himself out from underneath the covers, the blanket, and is now exposed in his beautiful white outfit that is him as a swan instead of the ugly duckling. I'm not a duck. I'm not a duck. I'm a swan. And he does a little turn and then sees Ida and honks at her and says mama, and they both look at each other. Ida stands up and they sing this little reprise to each other, and then they hug center stage. Oh. And then the swans move to, let's have the swans move to center stage right and push Penny downstage center towards Ugly and Ida. Oh no, they don't push her. She just moves forward. It's him, Father, the cygnet I told you about. A cygnet is a baby swan, in case you didn't know. The one that saved my life. Do you remember me? Oh, come on, say you remember me. Of course I remember you, Penny. How could I forget you? You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Yeah, smooth, ugly. Macking on Penny. Alright, so then Penny does her thing, yada yada. This can all happen where they are. With the swans center stage right, Ida, ugly, and now Penny downstage center. She taught me how to swim, yada yada. Ida looks knowingly towards Penny. Apparently just found you. Yada yada, you'll look after him, won't you? I'm sure he will. Ida gives Ugly a 5 and I'll hug. We'll go on then, let's see you fly. So the swans exit stage right, Penny exit stage right. Ugly starts off stage right, turns, looks at Ida, and then exits stage right, leaving her all alone, center stage. Go on, you can do it, take a run, that's the way. And she looks off downstage right to watch her son that she just finally found fly away. He was different from the rest. Of course he can't belong with me, I know I should have guessed. He wasn't mine to mother, he wasn't mine to rear. And so she watches as they fly and looks puzzled. 1, 2, 3, and then from at that moment, Ugly and Penny re-enter downstage right behind Ida because she's looking off downstage left, and they honk at her, and she turns and Ugly runs center stage and hugs his mommy. And let's have Penny stay downstage right. Oh, but you must think about yourself now. It's your life and you belong to the swans. But why? I don't care whose egg I came from. Yada yada. When Penny says we're both coming back, she crosses to center stage, downstage center as well. We'll be the first swans on the lake. Wait a minute. So on this bit, we've got a sound cue there for Melting Moggy. I just got a little unfinished business. So Ugly goes over, so he crosses downstage left to the cat snowman, and he whips the blanket of snow off of the cat. And the cat looks at him. Hello, duck. Swanee. 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 How I love you. How I love you. I do it. I give up. I surrender. I've been working too hard. Take me to the Betty Fur Clinic. Ah! He goes bonkers. And the cat runs off stage left, having gone completely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And we black out and get rid of all of the snow stuff. We play, and then we light up full wash with all of our barnyard fowl on stage. We've got, so what I want is Henrietta, Maureen, Grace, center stage left, and I want Drake and the ducklings. I want them center stage, and I want Ugly, Penny, and Ida to enter from stage right. And we'll start the sound cue of Look at Him. Look at him, did you ever see a finer bird? Honk! Hark at him, 'cause his honking is the best. Oh, hiccup. Heard. So Ugly Penny will move to downstage center, and everybody will crowd around them. So move everybody to downstage center. Yada yada. More applause for Marine. That can all be downstage center. Yada yada. Okay, so here, notice before that I didn't say the turkey was on stage because here's where the turkey enters. The turkey's going to enter from stage left and run to downstage right. Okay, so he comes running in. Yay! Go, 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 go. Yes, 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 yes. Everybody turns and looks like, what? I made it through Thanksgiving. And then they finish their little song, and that is the end. Boom. So then we do a blackout, and we do the curtain call sound effect. And boom. Or not sound effect, but sound cue. All right, and that is it. We could get into the reprise and all that, but I think that pretty much finishes up the point. So you black out there, and you start the curtain call music, and then you're pretty much done. So yeah. All right, we have now finished the lighting cues, sound cues, basic props, set changes, and blocking notation for Honk Jr. So awesome. All right, you have another Google form that is in the Canvas link, so make sure that you go and fill that out for today. It is going to be another shot of one of the pages that we did today, so that way, again, I can check and make sure that you actually were writing down your blocking notation. So with that, I will catch you tomorrow with a new video. Bye guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.